Take me as I am. Take my life. If you only could, I would say goodbyes. Don't tell me it's not worth fighting for. And it's heartbreak, it's nothing I won't know. You know it's been everything I do. You know it's over. That fire ain't no others. Take over, take away. I'm yours, all the way, Tell me, 올리비에서 타임만 주실 수 있는 거. Come on! Don't tell me it's not worth fighting for. I can help it, nothing I won't know. Yes, I die for you. I die for you. Walk the walk for you. Yes, I die for you. You know it's true. Everything I do. Little kiss me down there. I love you. Je t'aime. Do you love me? Friendship.
This program contains images which may be disturbing to younger or sensitive viewers. Parental discretion is advised.
Tonight on Guinness World Records Prime Time. She's a mother of 3, but Mom never looked like this.
A lot of people tend to think that it's very strange, very weird, grotesque.
She's Kathy Young, the Guinness record holder for the world's smallest waist. And you won't believe what she did to squeeze into the book.
Guinness Prime Time. Usually when we're about to present a story, we tell you the category of the record and all about the person who's breaking it. But tonight, we will start off a little differently. Believe it or not, one of these 3 people holds a Guinness World Record for having a body part that is really small. Which one could it be? Okay, sir, I will put you out of your misery right now. It's this lady, Kathy Young. And thank you both for coming out here for a moment. Welcome to our program. Although Kathy appears normal on the outside, before we go any further, I want you to meet her up close and personal. Keep your eye on Kathy Young's waist. Her dimensions were normal as a teenager, normal as a mother of 3 in Mystic, Connecticut. But then Kathy and her husband Bob discovered the world of authentic Victorian costuming. In an effort to do justice to their new hobby, they set out to recreate the ultimate Victorian female form. At the age of 48, her 3 children grown and on their own, Kathy set out to reduce her waist to the circumference of a salad plate.
We had read some books about waist training and how people can accomplish this successfully and so forth. And one of the ways to do it is to get what's called a training belt, and that's a 4 to 6 inches wide leather belt that's adjustable.
The current waist, when viewed on the street in casual wear, is truly startling. Some husbands would be put off, but Bob Young has been a big fan of the corseted image his entire life.
Obviously, I like the image. I suppose it wasn't a small influence that my grandmother, who took care of us a great deal of the time at that point, also corseted her waist.
While Bob is delighted with his wife's retro waist, Kathy's adult children aren't so sure.
I don't think they worry about me. I think they don't want me to be different. I don't think they want to bother having to explain it to their friends.
Surprisingly, Kathy maintains her ultra-hourglass look without any special diet or exercise.
I still cook the same for my family as I did before, and I eat everything they eat. 2 average meals and a couple of snacks a day, all I need to maintain my weight.
The secret to Kathy's small waist is commitment. She wears a corset 23.5 hours a day and only removes it for bathing. Now, just how tiny is the world's smallest waist? To appreciate that, you need to understand how small waist connoisseurs judge these proportions.
Absolute waist size really is meaningless. I mean, you could have somebody who was 5 feet tall and weighed 100 pounds and had a 14-inch waist, but only had 32-inch hips or a 32-inch bust. The big thing is the difference, and what that's referred to as hip spring, the difference between the waist measurement and the hip measurement. Mine is over 20 inches.
Kathy's hip measurement is 35 inches. Her uncorseted waist is 22 inches. The only way to truly measure Kathy's nearly non-existent waist is to measure the inside of this completely inflexible corset. There's the number, 15 inches. Once she's strapped inside with the laces pulled tight, this 5'8", 135-pound mother of 3 is recognized by Guinness as the current record holder for having the world's smallest waist. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the Guinness record holder for the person with the smallest waist, Kathy Young. On video, it's one thing, but seeing it here in person, it's truly astounding. It's remarkable. It's truly remarkable. You heard the gasps from our audience. Is that comfortable? It looks as though it should hurt.
No, it doesn't hurt at all. It's very comfortable.
Was it painful to wear the training belt that we saw in the piece?
No, that was just a means for getting used to a little pressure around your waist, just getting used to some constriction. It's not painful. I think that's the key.
When you started out, were you trying to set a record?
There was really no intention of any record at any time. It was just a matter of dressing appropriately for the time period, which was the very late 1800s.
What has this done for your relationship with your husband?
If I had to say anything, I'm sure I'd say that it has improved it immensely. It's given us a big common bond, and it's been very, very fulfilling for both of us.
Well, you've mentioned your husband, and we've talked about him. I want to invite him to join us on stage. Kathy's husband, Dr. Young, who's an orthopedic surgeon himself. Nice to see you, sir. Now, Doctor, I know you brought some x-rays with you tonight. I was wondering if you could explain the differences between Kathy's before and after x-rays.
Sure. This is basically an x-ray of the chest and the torso.
This x-ray is taken of Kathy after she's wearing a corset.
There's no medical problem from doing this?
No, not if you do it slow and systematically. I mean, you can obviously do it very rapidly and make it quite uncomfortable, but that's not the goal in this situation.
Well, you two are a lovely couple. I'd love to talk to you longer. Thank you so much for coming in tonight and sharing your story. Guinness record holder Kathy Young, the woman with the smallest waist.
Still ahead.
Washington, Joey Chin in Atlanta, and Jim Murray in Los Angeles. This is The World Today.
And the corset goes on display at a new exhibit in New York. Coming up, a new exhibit examines what women once wore underneath. Finally tonight, the shape of things then. Before there were diets, sit-ups, or plastic surgery, the preferred way for women to look more shapely was to lace up a corset. An exhibit in New York pays tribute to the item many women once swore by. Jeannie Mose has this look.
The corset. Of course, it's an erotic feminine icon. Or is it a symbol of female oppression?
Are you feeling oppressed?
No, a little upper diaphragmatic breathing.
Heavy breathing is to be expected at the Fashion Institute of Technology's corset exhibit.
Don't you get too much attention this way?
What's too much attention?
What once was an undergarment has come out of the closet, but for a peek at the past, the exhibit features everything from the maternity corset, it expands with the fetus, to the child's corset.
They thought that bodies were weak and needed support in order to grow straight.
There was this metal corset, probably an orthopedic device to straighten someone's spine, and this is the smallest corset in the exhibit with an 18-inch waist.
May I?
But it is a waist compared to this Guinness World Record holder's waistline. Bystanders were transfixed.
How many inches would you estimate?
I would say approaching Scarlett O'Hara.
Scarlett in Gone with the Wind was said to be 18 inches.
Just hold on and suck in.
Even without sucking, Kathy Young says her waist is 15. Her husband is an orthopedic surgeon.
And you don't think it's bad for her to be trussed up?
Not if it's done the correct way.
So what's the correct way?
Very slow and gradually.
And how long have you been doing this?
18 years. Did he do anything?
What do you mean?
I mean, you know, taking anything out in order to
ribs?
facilitate this, yes. No.
And if you don't believe it, Kathy says, go count them. Her x-rays, with and without a corset, are on display. Though rib removal is said to be a myth, the designer who created this wooden corset says otherwise.
You yourself know of people who have had ribs removed.
A friend of mine in Europe did it.
Oh.
One of Madonna's autographed outfits was on display along with other modern fashions inspired by the corset. This is a man's corset from the 1800s. Dandies occasionally wore them, as well as cavalry officers who wanted back support.
So you're wearing one too?
Eventually the corset turned into a girdle, and though this New York Observer article says girdles are back, the author herself wore one only once.
I borrowed one from a friend once and ended up leaving it in a bathroom.
I get upset if my knee socks are tight. But corsets don't bother Kathy. This is one of her dresses.
We strictly do it as a hobby.
Some hobby. Her waistline is smaller than this guy's neck. Jeannie Mose, CNN, New York.
And that's The World Today. Larry King Live coming up next.
Live, this is Good Morning Connecticut at 5 with Anna Sava, Darren Kramer, and Dr. Mel Goldstein with weather.
First, though, for decades, women put